Guys, we are back again. Jefferson's back. Tell a friend. Today we're gonna finish the chop at least 90%. We're gonna have all the pieces kind of in line and kind of tacked up, and you know, we're gonna just hang out and watch. Hey guys, welcome on back across our garage. I realize that it's been a while since I put anything out, but I had some stuff going on. So, you know, I apologize is what I'm saying. Anyway, we're gonna get back over here. We're gonna do something about the Bluetooth top on the Willys. I don't know how we're gonna handle this. I think I'm gonna do some stuff and make some stuff and see what works. Does that sound good to you guys? You know, we'll see how shitty this turns out. If you want to get caught up as far as when I started chopping this, you know, I don't think there's a link anywhere. I don't know. Go to my channel, whatever. There's something. Now what I do need to do is I need to put some braces through here, because when I brought this down before, this quarter panel was kicking out on me, and that's because we were putting weight on it and it just wasn't cooperating. So I definitely need to get my rear valance and put it into place, or at least a piece the correct length, and then I'm going to put a piece here, which I should have done before I ever chopped it. Should have done being the key word. Didn't do it. But before we get into any of that, I got this package here in the mail. Actually showed up today on a Sunday, and we're gonna see what we got. It came from Vivor. Pretty sure this is a welding helmet. I'm not gonna, you know, do a Geraldo Rivera, you know, fail of a attempt to find money.
Geraldo Rivera is opening up Al Capone's vault today.
You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I can already tell it's the ugliest helmet I've ever seen in my life. But hey. It also stinks. But it does have a very nice large viewing area. Nice controls, it looks like, on it. Anyway. Got that in there. And this, I absolutely think is hilarious. Oh, extra lenses. That's nice. Anyway. This, I think, is hilarious. This welding helmet, it comes GoPro ready. They got all these, like a little protective case and all these little sticky things that are stuck to everything, and I don't know what the hell that thing is, but anyway, little round. Why do I need to strap a GoPro to my welding helmet? I don't know. I don't think I do, but I will save on these accessories. I mean, that's like funky. Look at all them joints. This little connector has more joints than Snoop Dogg. What is going on? Sitting for the gangsters all across the world. Hey guys, so I don't know, fellas. I don't know. Will this become the new go-to welding helmet? I don't know. I think I need to read the old instructions. I don't know. We do have some welding to do, so we'll play around with it a little bit, but these settings don't make a whole lot of sense to me. But then again, I didn't read the book, so who knows? All right. So here's our rear cowl section, and it's janky, guys. I ain't gonna lie. I'm thinking I'm just gonna make a new one. Yeah, definitely just gonna make a new one. What I want to do is I want to go ahead and bring this down I'm gonna try and line up these two pillars here. Let the rest kind of fall where it may. Work that out at a later day and time, you know. So now we're gonna break out like every clamp that I have. All right, so we're pretty well lined up. You know, I'll kind of finesse it a little bit as I go. Back here, if you notice, this was kind of a concern of mine, the fact that this isn't lining up, which I was like, well, in all my calculations, it should line up. But I think what we got going on is not that this piece is forward, but that this piece is down. I think if I raise this up, push this in, I think we'll be good. But time will tell on that one. So I'm gonna get the welding over here. I'm gonna do a little zip-zack attack on that. All right, so I am gonna try out this new ugly helmet. We'll see how it does. I really don't care that it's ugly as long as it performs well. If I take it off and throw it across the room, you know it didn't work. So I gotta take some of this TIG wire because I've got some gaps here. I'm just gonna set this in there, weld across them. I'm straight out of wire. That was a damn 12-pound roll. Lasted about a month. Alright, well, I mean, it's Sunday evening. Whatever. I'll be back with you. Alright, guys, so I got some welding done on these two pillars. Both sides. Anyway, the car caught on fire again. Same spot. Now, I do realize that there's... there's this wood in between everything here, but I don't know, maybe that is my problem. I don't think that's my problem down there, is what I'm saying. I think there's something stuck up in there, mouse house, who knows, something, but I'm gonna let it burn, see if I can't just get it out of there for good. So as you can see, I've still got some work to do. You know, I just kind of hit that real quick with the flap disc, but it's starting to come together. Now back here, we are not lining up. I went ahead and I put myself a piece across there, 58.5 inches, I believe is my measurement on that, which is, you know, what the cow that I'm gonna have to remake measures. And I'm just, you know, I'm not lining up. I can raise, lower, it's not lining up is what I'm saying. So that's gonna require some work. Obviously, the front's still gonna require some work. The front is way off. You know, if we put this up here, you can see where we're at. And you can see where we're at there too. I mean, we might be able to figure something out, but we will figure something out, is what I'm saying. We kind of have to. I mean, could leave the front off of it, but anyway, I don't know. I'm just gonna let this burn for a while and, you know, see what happens. I'm gonna be on fire watch, make sure it doesn't burn down my whole garage. What else can I do? I don't know. Anyway, so not much. I mean, you know, I'm not getting much recorded here, guys. This is such a, it's been a bad month to get anything recorded, anything done. So I'm gonna try and piece this video together. I'm gonna quit talking to the camera because I'm not gonna post any of this anyway. Now guys, this is gonna be the most jumbled together, I don't even know what's going on with this video. It's gonna be the worst video I put out, and that's saying something right there. But the important thing is, guys, you gotta learn to, hug and kiss some more. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, that is the best part of waking up. I don't have much time here, but today I'm gonna do something, and I figured I'd throw it on the camera, get it out to you. Might help somebody, probably won't. Well, there's Piston. What's up, buddy? Anyway, so because of this situation right here, I have my pillars lined. They're welded over here. Look over here. Over here, guys. My pillars. They're welded. They're holding. All right. They're structurally there. Now, I've raised up the body where I thought it was drooping, and it was. I wasn't completely wrong. Raised it up, but we're still off, I don't know, half an inch here. So we are going to have to cut this, I don't know, someplace up here where, right, look at my hand, okay? Someplace up here, we're going to have to cut across, we're going to have to bring this back, drop it down. It's just what we got to do, all right? Chopping tops is, it's like Legos, Lincoln Logs, whatever you want to say. Hold on a second. Hi, Piston. What's up, buddy? What's up? So, before I go doing that, now I take this piece of filler rod here, and I can lay it on there. Now, let me try and get you guys into it. Now if you focus on this filler rod, you can see it's coming up about 1/4 of an inch there. Now if I push it down there, well then we're coming up 1/4 inch there. So we know we got some roof, diving or whatever you want to call it going on here. Now this angle is probably going to be pretty accurate to the front of the car, which I didn't stop to think to do this, and the importance of templates. Make a template. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to make a template real quick so that we have the shape that we need when we go to put the roof back together, so that when I'm driving down the road, people don't go, what the hell happened to the roof of that car? Now, I have a lot of companies send me stuff, and I really appreciate it. I appreciate the stuff they send me, but what I appreciate the most is the boxes. So we're going to take this box, we're going to make this little template, and then we'll set it to the side, and then we'll have it for when we come back to do this. I'm going to take a little pro gaff tape here, and I'm going to stiffen this up. So, it's not perfect by any means, but you know what? It's better than it was. See, it kind of holds shape a little bit. Oh my God, Piston. So now I got this piece of 1x3 square or rectangle steel. You know what I'm saying. Take me a marker to the end of it. So we're going to set this up here, and that'll be nice if our pin mark worked. There we go. All right, so we got us a line. Let's go ahead and cut that out now. See what I did? So now we've got our shape going up. Well, I can't, you know what? All right. We get to the middle, we bring this up to where that butts up, right about there. And we can chop it right here. And then we can use this template to kind of follow that line a little bit. Actually, to about there. But anyway, you know what I'm saying. We're gonna have, let me get that out of there. We're gonna have our curvature that we need when we go to put all this back together. We're gonna be able to, you know. Does that make sense to you? Here's the thing. If you can get, what was this? It took me 10 minutes. Take 10 minutes a day towards your project. And then if you do that, and let's say you only have Saturday to work on your project. Well, if you spent 10 minutes a day the rest of the week, you just eliminated an hour's worth of work on Saturday. Does that make sense to you? You know what I'm saying? Get out there, do some work. You know, go walk down to your garage or out to your garage. I don't know where your garage is at. Upstairs, downstairs, outside, around back, up front, wherever your garage is. Walk out there for the 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever you have free every day, and do something on your project. This is my 10 minutes for today. So this is literally all I have time for. I'm rambling and I'm going to be late for the other stuff that I need to get taken care of. And I apologize. This craziness won't continue, and we're going to get right back on schedule with videos coming out on a consistent basis. Don't stop. This ain't the end of the video. I'm gonna keep going on this video until this top's done. All right, the top will be done by the end of this video, is all I'm saying. All right, so welcome back to building a car in 10 minutes a day. I've actually got about a half an hour, 45 minutes. I don't know, I gotta go pick up some parts for this thing back there. But before I do anything, I wanna make sure that this is, the width here is correct. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have to, you know, I don't want to weld it all up and it be wrong. So I'm going to throw the back section on real quick. All right, see, I don't like that. The gap, I don't like the gap as it comes down. I gotta take measurements. So right here I need 54 and a half, right there. We gotta bring this in some. We gotta squeeze her. So. All right. Well, surprisingly enough, it didn't take much. So, that wind is a beast out there today, isn't it, Piston? Piston's scared of the wind. Let's run a piece of tape on here, and then we're gonna go ahead and we're just gonna chop this rear roof section off. We got our template that we made yesterday. And then we go to weld back. So now my thought process is I'm gonna run right here because I'm looking at this and there isn't much of a, back here it starts to slope down. Right about here, it starts to slope down so it gets thicker. So I'm gonna run right about here. That way I can make, because I'm going to have to make a filler piece right here, just like I'm going to in the front. But I can make that easy enough, so. Thing with chopping a top is you got to measure like 5 million times. So we're good enough there. We're going to zip. I think I'm gonna run on this side, this tape. Kind of stay more towards the middle because it's got these ribs in it, and I don't want to start heating up too much around those ribs. If you're picking up what I'm putting down, you got to pick it up. Listen, guys. the most important thing is always safety. Now I realize it's not lost on me how big of a dork that I look like while I'm wearing my earmuffs and I'm wearing my black frame safety glasses. I know I look like an idiot, but I can see and I can hear when I'm done. Now I can tell you this, my ability to cut straight has not improved. But now I can line this up. I'm gonna throw some tacks here, go over there, force that side into place. You know, we're gonna do some welding. Lose my damn tape measure again. So oh, there you go. I think we're right where we need to be. Now, as you can see, the roof kind of dropped down in some areas up here. But that's where our template comes in. There goes the damn tape measure again. The template that we made yesterday, that's where this comes in. Because I can see where we need to come up, which is right there. Right like that. And to be honest with you, this roof barely needed to move. I mean, we're talking a pubic hair. How thin's that? It barely needed to move is what I'm saying. In my next step, hey, I got a piece of metal sitting right here. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna set this up here. I'm gonna push these two pieces up. And I'm gonna throw a little weld in there. You know what? You guys can't even see me. You can't see what I'm doing. I don't know what's going on. So I think if I put a little weld there to where that piece of metal is sitting, you know, even, I think we're probably going to have our shape back, because like I say, we barely took anything out of that roof. It was just kind of enough to move it a little bit. Alright guys, so I just want to explain that I'm not against body filler. I have gallon jugs of body filler, Bondo glass, all kinds of stuff around here. What I am against is just slapping it over holes and leaving it. You know, body filler is meant to help smooth out the high and low areas, you know? It's not meant to just cover a gigantic hole, or even a small hole, a pinhole. It's just not. Don't use it that way, please, for the love of God. So anyway, I'm going to get myself a piece of metal and try to start working it inside here. I have an idea that's not really the right way, but I think it's going to make my life a lot easier. I can see daylight. I can see daylight through there, so it should be fine. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start tacking that, and then I'll come through here and I'll make a cut and, you know, clean everything up. So we're just going to have to like go in like little sections here. I'm gonna cut a bunch of pieces, do it all the way across, and then probably what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come across and just cut right at the top of this. So I'll bring you back when we're further down the line, because it's going to be a bunch of these stitch welds, or you know, stack and tacks, however you want to look at it. I got most of this stitch welded down here. You can clean that up, but then I just came through with the zip cut that, pulled this piece out from back underneath here, and that way, you know, I know we got past any of the bad areas. So now I'm just going to stitch weld all this up. You know, maybe I'll throw it on time lapse and do some of this. Alright guys, well, I'm really starting to, this metal's really starting to warm up, even with blowing some air on it. But as you can see, all I'm doing is kind of going through there and putting, you know, stacking some tacks on it. I had some areas that were, had some pretty decent gaps down there, and I just keep some TIG wire around, some TIG rod, wire, whatever you want to call it. You know, back in the day we used to use clothes hangers, but I just lay it in there, lay it in that gap. It gives me something to weld to. And you can actually put a decent amount of heat on this, and it's almost like you're soldering at that point. You can melt it into the metal, and then when it hardens, you can just kind of run back over it with a weld and, you know, adhere it, fuse it to the existing metal. But anyway, I'm going to let this cool down. I was getting a little ahead of myself. I started running some beads down through here, but even with putting air on it, it's really starting to, you know, get to a point where it's not cooling down fast enough, and I really do not want to warp this section. It would be so easy to warp this, and then I would have so much more work in front of me. So I'm just gonna walk away. You know, it's Sunday anyway. It's I don't know, it's probably dinner time, so I'm gonna grab some dinner. I'll be back on this tomorrow, and we're going to keep going till this video. I'm just not going to put this video out until this piece is at least welded back onto the car. Probably still have a little bit of finish work to do on the chop at that point. I probably won't get the whole chop done just because it has been like a month, you know, because I had some stuff going on where I couldn't get down here to the garage. So anyway, yeah, when I put out a video, I want this chop to be done, you know, at least to the point where we're looking at it with the entire roof on there. This section, the rear section's already welded on, not completed, but it's welded on. So this is the missing piece here. Yeah, she's getting warm. She's getting a little too warm. But anyway, so I'll see you guys tomorrow. know, guys, when I started this chop, I really didn't know how much 2 inches, it didn't look like a whole lot. But now that I sit in here and I look out the windshield, it's perfect. It's exactly what I wanted. That windshield was so high, I mean, it was literally up to here before. So we brought it down. It definitely makes it feel more aggressive. I don't know if it necessarily makes it look more aggressive. What do you think, Skelly? I agree. Obviously, I've got this big gap here that I need to fill. We're not going to get into that on this episode. I think what I'm going to do is I got some 16 gauge over there, and I'm going to run and fill these gaps, put a bend in it so it helps push this up, and then I'm going to have to recreate all this, use 16 gauge as well. No big deal, whatever. But like I say, this video is really late, and that's it. You know, do me a favor, follow me on my socials. I'll throw them up right here. You know, I also have a Facebook page now too. Whatever with Facebook. I don't really like Facebook that much, or Meta, whatever it's called nowadays. But yeah, I'm on there as well. So, you know, be sure and check it out. So the other stuff that I got to do on this chop, it's pretty boring. It's a lot of welding, a lot of cutting, this, that, and the other. I'm probably not going to show it. I'm probably just going to do it in my free time. I'm going to work on some other projects. I do have a paid video that I need to get done. They've been waiting, you know, whatever. They'll live. That's pretty much going to wrap it up for the Willys build for this week, this month, whatever. But I'm going to try to get back on track on getting you guys videos every week and try to do something interesting. I'm going to try to leave the boring stuff out. You know, I'm not real good at that. Let's face it, I'm pretty boring. Love you guys. Thank you so much. Please like, subscribe, you know, all that stuff. It really helps me grow. It helps the channel boost up there on the algorithm. Got a lot of new followers or subscribers since the last time I posted anything, which I don't know how happened because I haven't posted anything. So why people are, you know what? Hey, I appreciate you. That's all I'm saying. I appreciate you. Hope you're here to follow along with the Willys build. We're going to get into some other builds as well. We got some stuff floating around in the old cranium. And yeah, so we're going to get into some fun stuff as well. Peace.